Okay, good morning. So we are going to talk about the herb lady today on the new story that we're reading for language arts. So the herb lady is a really interesting story. As you see over here, the genre of the story is magical realism, which means that the story takes place in the real world, but contains elements of magic and supernatural. The herb lady is a story about a wise old woman and a young girl. There is something magical about each of them. So basically, in this story, we're going to see a combination between things that happen in the real world and things that happen probably just in books because they are magical. That's why these kind of stories are from magical realisms because they take place in the real world, but some magical things or supernatural things may happen. So as you see, this summary is telling us already that we're going to see two characters that are magical, and we're going to see why they are labeled like that in the story. First, we need some words to know that, for example, that is the key vocabulary of the story. And we have words like a bolt, that is a thunder, a claw, that is the sharp nail of an animal, a hover, that means to levitate over the ground. That it means similar to flying, but you're not flying exactly. You're just floating on the ground. Jolt, to push or to shake someone or something abruptly or roughly. So that means like you push someone because you don't want them to be close to you. Kneel is to be or assume a position in which the body is supported in a knee or the knee. So basically, you are sitting down on your knees, like we see in the case of the lady herb that we will see later on. Limp, that is walk with difficulty, typically because of damage and stiff leg or foot. This is what happens with old people that normally they walk really slow and with a lot of difficulty because their different legs and feet are limp. Paw, the foot of an animal, is the kind of hand or feet that you can call of an animal that you see normally. Rumble, make a continuous deep resonant sound when you are falling down and you continue rolling and rolling. This is the sound that you will make. Sprout, a plant, or in this case, the herbs that are later herbs selling at the market. Stood over, to remain, that means to continue in one place or to continue doing something for a long period of time. Tater, that means that something is in poor conditions or it is broken or before it used to be good, but now not anymore. And throng, a large number of people and animals. So that means that we're talking about a big group of any of them. For this story, we're going to start with the family that you see right now on the screen. Let me point it out right now to you so you can see it in detail. So we have this family over here. This is Marco, this is Luz, this is their mom, and this is the herb lady. So the story started with Marco talking to her sister about the herb lady, the one that is over here, because he starts telling her a story about how this lady is a witch, a person who can perform magic and can turn you into a beast. According to the legends of Marco, she has coyote feet, and nobody knows that because she's always wearing a dress, so you cannot see her feet. Therefore, that's what kids at this town used to believe. That's why Luz, the character over here, was always scared of the hair lady. One day, in the story, while they were buying some things in the market, Luz's family was buying many things, a store came in and Marco, her brother, and her mom became sick. They had a cold. Therefore, they couldn't go to the market to buy the things that they needed, like food, medicine, etc. So they decided that Luz was old enough to go by herself. And they asked her to go to the herb lady and buy some herbs so they can cure themselves from the cold. However, Luz was afraid of the lady because of the stories that Marco told her. Therefore, she didn't really want to do that. After Luz went and see the herb lady, the herb lady gave her the plants that she needed. As well, she told her how to use them to cure the cold. But at that time, a rain came again, and Luz offered the herb lady to help her to carry all the herbs to her house, as you see over here in the image. So she was saying at the same time, she didn't want to hold her hand, she didn't want to go with her because she was scared of the herb lady. So she was trying to look at the things of the market, to not pay attention to her, and trying to focus on other things during the walk. However, they had to walk through the storm really slowly because the herb lady could just walk at that pace. So when they got to the herb lady's house, she commented Luz that she saw her on her dreams, as you see over here on the screen, and she told her that she dreamed of her flying around and decided to call her Burger. That's why we see this little image over here. So she told her that she has been waiting for her because she was the person to know all the secrets that she knew. And what were all the secrets? Well, to continue her job, which meant to understand the flowers, to understand the herbs, and know how to use them to heal people. She told Lucy that she will continue her job or understanding and helping healing people, as I was telling you, and you see right now on the screen. So after this, Luz went home. But another day, when she was in the woods with her brother Marco, what happened was that they were trying to move some sheep, and one of the goats or the sheep went out and escaped. So Luz went to look for it. And at that time, another storm came in, and the bolt or the thunder hit a tree nearby, as you see in the picture. And all the lightning, all the different jolts went through her body, so she could levitate, she could fly for a couple of seconds. There, she was lying on the ground after being hit by the bolt, and at that moment, somebody rescued her. That it was the lady herb, or the herb lady. So the herb lady took Luz to her house again, and after that, Luz started learning about the different benefits that different herbs have to continue the job of the herb lady. And after the herb lady passed away, so that means that she died, Luz became the successor by learning everything about herbs. She spent her days selling herbs and waiting for the next kid to take her place and continue the cycle. So basically, Luz became the successor of the herb lady, and she was now in the market selling the herbs, helping people to be healed, waiting for another kid that could be kind enough to help her so she can continue the cycle. And that is the explanation of the story of the herb lady. I hope this video is helpful, and if you have any questions, let me know on Taybox. Thank you very much for your attention.